Welcome back to Sunday Medz. Today I want to talk about brand new mercies and the fact that God's mercies are truly new every morning. If you're like me going through daily life, sometimes it's really hard to see, and I myself have prayed very open and honest prayers to God saying, what are these brand new mercies? Because I am not seeing them. I'm seeing the same stuff over and over day to day, but what are the brand new mercies that your word talks about? And as it so happens, the Lord laid a resource right in my path to help me come up with a new strategy to be able to observe and identify these brand new mercies as they come. And this all happened through a friend's post. So my friend is a life coach, and she did a post on how she had a session with a client, and the client was just going over all of these things that she hasn't accomplished yet and the goals that she hasn't achieved yet and how she has this to do and that to do. And my friend, the life coach, says to her, well, let's focus on the things that you have accomplished. And as they took the time to go through it, her client was amazed to see that indeed she had been achieving so many things. And this led me to reflect on my own self and how my mind has become trained by the world, the negativity around, the enemy, that nothing good is happening or that the bad overwhelms the good. But we need to renew our minds and retrain our minds in Christ to think on whatsoever things are actually true and pure and noble and praiseworthy. So the truth is that every single day we do achieve something, we do accomplish something. Every single day there is something to give thanks for. Every single day there is something that we can point to on how the Lord has intervened in our life with provision, with kindness, with love, with wisdom, with direction. But as I found with myself, I have been so trained to not think of these things and to overlook them. So on one hand, our bar of productivity and that feeling of accomplishment and self-worth has been set ridiculously high and very impractical by the world standards and by the enemy. In any given day, we have these to-do lists that are so long and very impractical. And even when we do accomplish certain things, we don't actually take the time to appreciate the thing that was done and to feel that sense of accomplishment, like, oh yes, I cooked a meal, or I had a really good conversation with a friend. And another element that my friend's post got me to thinking of is not just how ridiculous our sense and our bar of productivity has been set, but also we are not remembering the tasks that we had set for ourselves a month ago, a year ago, that we have now actually achieved. We actually did finish the diploma. We actually did finish reading the book. We actually took the car to the garage and had it sorted out. So another thing that hinders us from really seeing the brand new mercies that God does put in our path every single day is that we don't take the time to appreciate the things that we have actually accomplished. One of the things that I realized reading through last year's journal is that the Lord had been speaking to me consistently throughout the year. And I was really surprised to see that, because before I went back through my journal, it really felt like I hadn't really been hearing from the Lord that much. And I was like, Lord, what's going on? I haven't really heard from you throughout the year. But then when I went back through my journal, I'm like, oh my gosh, the Lord was talking every single day, all 12 months through various different channels. And I just felt encouraged. The truth is, unless we write these things down, unless we speak them as testimonies and share them with other people, it is easy to forget. So to help myself to retrain my mind to really identify and get into the habit of seeing these brand new mercies and appreciating them, I got a pack of multicolored note cards, and I use the 4 different colors for 4 different things. So my yellow cards are for memory verses, my pink cards are for testimonies, the green ones are for my prayer requests, and the orange ones are to write down my achievements. And I have been doing this for the past month, and it has been so impactful. As you can see, I have a stack of them already written up just in this past month. I thought that my prayer requests would have far outnumbered the other categories. To my surprise, the testimonies and the achievements are actually kind of neck to neck, and it's amazing when I go back through them to remember, yes, God did answer this prayer. this was a testimony, this was an achievement. So just to give you a few examples, a testimony that I wrote down in April was that the Good Friday service was really, really great. I just felt such warm fellowship. It was an amazing time of worship. The sermon was really good and it really impacted me and moved me. This is a brand new mercy that the Lord has provided and we can take it for granted. So write it down so that you don't take it for granted and that you can go back, look at it, and it can encourage you all over again that, hey, the Lord was really looking out for me and putting good things in my path. Another testimony that I recorded is that I attended a friend's wedding, and it was such a testimony to me because I have been praying for a harvest of godly marriages, and it was such a beautiful ceremony and I really enjoyed it. One of the prayer requests that I had was asking the Lord for more laughter in my life. And so since I wrote this down on the note card, it has been so surprising to see how many instances I have had a really good belly button laughter week after week after week, whether it's talking with a friend or overhearing something or reading a book or watching a show. I have had really quality periods of laughter, which I'm so grateful for, and that is an answered prayer. And now we come to the achievements, and this is very important. I think it's something that we miss completely. I think it's something that is so underrated. We need to give ourselves credit where credit is due. If you had a really good conversation with a friend, that is an achievement. If you cooked a meal, if you cleaned the house, that is an achievement. Stop overlooking these things and just think that, oh, well, these are just things that we need to do. Yes, they're things that we need to do. And when you get them done, it's an achievement. Celebrate yourself and stop putting the bar so high. Some of the achievements that I wrote down was having a consistent prayer relationship with various friends or groups of people over the years. That is a major achievement and I'm very proud of it. Another achievement was that I read 10 books in the space of 3 months this year, and I'm very proud of that. And when I reflected, I realized that I have posted videos consistently week after week for over 3 years. And in a week, I would have posted 200 videos, and that is a remarkable achievement. I'm not going to look down on it because, oh, it wasn't winning the Nobel Peace Prize or it wasn't buying a house. Who is to say that that is not a remarkable achievement? I can define it. God defines it. He's proud of me, and so I'm proud of myself. So I want to encourage you today, stop putting yourself down. Stop setting these unrealistic productivity goals for yourself. And if it helps, write these things down so that you will actually take note and retrain your mind to focus on the things that God is actually doing every single day to provide for us and protect us and care for us and instruct us and love us. We get to choose the reality that we live in. Are we going to choose the reality where nothing good ever happens and all of these things that you've been praying for and waiting for has not happened? Or are you going to choose the reality where you get to be intentional, foster a spirit of praise and thanksgiving, write things down, testify to others, and really observe and remember and reflect that, oh my gosh, the thing that I used to be praying for, I'm now walking in it, is actually an answered prayer. The thing that I used to daydream about accomplishing, I have accomplished it. I did that thing. I got the job. I maintain a great friendship. God's mercies are indeed new every morning. I made the discovery by using this note card system. Maybe you can come up with something else. I pray that the Lord continues to renew our minds so that we can see His love toward us every single day. Be encouraged. See you next time.